All right, before we get into Unit 4, we're going to do just a little bit of a review. It shouldn't be too bad at all, just kind of some basic factoring and then some basic fraction work. So let's first talk about factoring. So factor the following using the appropriate method. Okay, on this one it looks like we're going to have to use the GCF. And the GCF would be 7y. Let's do negative 7y since they're both negative. So negative 7y, and so that would give me 2y plus 5. Can you factor it any further? Nope, you can't, so that's it. On this next one, we have, looks like we're going to have to use GCF again. The GCF of 24 and 150 is 6. I'm also going to throw an x on there, so that would be 4x squared plus 25. Okay, letter C. Let's try to factor out the GCF. It looks like you can factor out a 3. So that would give me x squared plus 2x plus 36. So then we need what adds. Oops, I see I made a mistake. It's not 36, it's 24, isn't it? So then I need what adds to be 2 and multiplies to be 24. That would be 2 positives. I don't believe there is any, so that trinomial is unfactorable. So this is all you can do. So that would be your answer. Okay, this next one. Let's factor out the GCF. We could factor out a negative 2x, or let's just factor out a positive one. That'll be all right. So positive 2x, that becomes negative 6x squared plus x plus 24. So now we need what adds to be 1 and multiplies to be negative 72. That would be a positive and a negative, and your bigger number is positive. So 9 and negative 8. So this, and do we get to just throw it in parentheses, or do we have to factor by grouping? We have to factor by grouping because of this number right here. It wasn't just a plain old x squared. So I'm going to drop that down, and then I'm going to have negative 6x squared plus 9x minus 8x plus 12. Drop it down again. Factor by grouping. Looks like you can factor out a 3x. Okay, so 3x times negative 2x plus 3. And then on this one, looks like you can factor out a negative, actually I don't want to factor out a negative 4, I want to leave it at positive. 4 times negative 2x plus 3. On there, you also, if you would have factored out the negative version, you would have got a little bit different answer, and that's okay. Your signs would have been switched, and that's fine. It's still equivalent. So now we have 2x times 3x plus 4 times negative 2x plus 3. And there is our answer. All right, now for the hard stuff. Multiplying fractions. Remember this good stuff? So you're going to be doing this. It's going to get harder, but we're just walking through the basics again. So always see if you can reduce. And there's 2 different ways you can reduce. You can reduce up and down, or you can reduce diagonal. Okay? So looks like on this one, how about I just reduce diagonal? Because it looks like I could reduce 4/10 or 6/10. I'm going to do 6/10. So this I'm going to divide both by 2, so that becomes a 3. That becomes a 5. All right, can't reduce anymore, so multiply straight across. Be 12/35. Okay, letter B. Can you multiply up and, or reduce up and down? Nope, but you can diagonally. And that becomes 2/3, then multiply straight across. 10/21, double check really fast that you can reduce. Nope, you can't, so there's your answer. All right, this one, I could reduce both up and down or diagonal. I'm going to do diagonal. This turns into a 2. That's a 1. Then you can reduce this way too. That becomes 3, and that's 4. Go ahead and multiply across, and you get 3/8. Okay, last little bit on this very difficult lesson is we are going to divide fractions. Everybody has kind of their own little trick that they do. Some people say multiply by the reciprocal, invert and multiply, keep, change, flip, same, change. I've heard a whole bunch of different ways. I like to say keep, change, flip, or multiply by the reciprocal, but whatever you use in your head, use it. So first check to see if you can reduce or simplify. Looks like on this one you can. That becomes 3/4. And then keep the first fraction, change it to multiplication, and flip the second fraction. Okay, notice on this one I did not reduce diagonally because you can't. Okay, because as you can see, we're going to flip it and they won't be able to be reduced. So it might be better actually to just save the reducing until this step right here. It's up to you as long as you can keep it straight. Okay, so now it looks like I can't reduce anymore, so I would get 15/16, and that is your answer. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and flip it, so that would be same, or keep, change it to multiplication, flip, keep, change, flip. So now it looks like I can simplify. This one turns out pretty nice. So your final answer is 2. And the last one for this lesson, keep, change, flip. Those reduce. 5/4 doesn't, so it looks like you just have 5/4 as your answer. And that was it for pre-Unit 4 review. Thanks for watching.